She said that they met in May or April, but she said she met him because her cousin had just had the baby, which was in December. So I wanted to know, how soon did she move this strange man into her home with her children and start allowing him to play the daddy role?
So are
That's all I wanted to know.
you gonna come up and ask, or you want me to ask her?
No, I want you to ask. I was trying to do it in the comments, but they going so fast. I just
Okay, so
wanted to
you
know
just want me to
that
ask her how long did she know him before moving him in to be around her
for
children?
that's all.
Okay,
Thank you.
gotcha. Okay, y'all, we about to get ready to start the panel. One sec. I just hope. Shit, I was trying to wait till she get here so I won't be bombarded with the queue. See, y'all already going crazy in the queue. This is gonna be so terrible, yo. Um, lock the boxes. Yeah, okay. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lock the boxes. Okay, y'all, hold on.
She be lying. Y'all can leave that bitch if y'all want to.
CC.
I'm muting everybody because y'all is shut up. Okay, y'all, we're gonna wait till she get here. Yeah, we gotta get her here. I see everybody in the comments, but let's get her here first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mute everybody one by one. I'm gonna let you guys ask her the question. Once you guys ask her the question, I'm gonna then mute you to give her time to respond. The first time y'all go back and forth about any of her questions and y'all arguing, I'm gonna drop. Because I really don't want anybody to argue with her. This is not to argue with her. This is if y'all feel like she's saying something wrong or y'all feel like y'all can rebuttal, but let's not make it into an argument because this is her life. Okay, let me get her in one. And I saw her admin in two. I'm going to give her admin one of my at. I should better make you admin in here. Actually, hold up, because I know you her admin. Okay, so you got admin in here. 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna unmute Sue, and her admin can be unmuted. Baby, since you're here, guess I put Lala in a box. I'll put you in a box. Okay, so let me. Sue, you're unmuted already.
Yeah.
Okay, and I will unmute Virgo Queen.
So let me just say this: when y'all come up here and say that I'm lying, y'all gotta state what I'm lying about. So I can't argue back and forth with nobody about what I got going on. You
Right.
can't say that I'm lying about something that don't have no receipts of me lying. You know what I'm saying? Of me lying about things. So if you don't have a receipt, you can't come up here and be like, "Oh, well, Mahogany, you didn't do this." Well, why? How you know I didn't do that? You know what I'm saying? So it'd be more so people be wanting to give their opinions, but we can go with that. We can do it.
Okay, so
Exactly.
we'll
And
do it that
please
way.
don't ask anything about her kids and don't make statements. Questions
Well,
and
see, she's
statements is two
well,
different
see,
things.
she's kind of debunking that. She said they can ask about the kids. She just don't want them to ask about that certain
About
situation.
King, right. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to unmute Keisha.
And if y'all talk about the video that Carlos did say, please let me know what he said so I can know where people feel like that I lied about what I said. Because, like I said, I ain't watched that video. I don't like watching shit about me.
She sound like me. I don't like watch shit about me either. Baby, go ahead.
Hi, Ari Hasu. I'm not here to bash you. I'm not even a host. I just watch everybody. But I've been in your situation, and all I'm saying to you is I had to learn how to love me and put you and your family first. I had a man like that with my first two children. I have 8 children, and the first two wasn't his. And he came along in my life, and he made me feel like I was everything and my children was everything, and found out he was a narcissist. So all I'm saying to you, I'm not here to bash you. Love yourself, because I didn't know how to love me. And I know how to love me now. And all my children are grown, thank God. And they all doing great. So all I'm saying to you is I know how you feel and been down that road. A man came along, I had 2 children, all these children, and he had me thinking this and that. So my thing to you is much love for you, but love yourself first, and love and put your children before a man, because that's where I was stupid at. I just wanted to have a man in my life. But that man wasn't no good for me, and I went through hell with him for 15 years. So all I'm saying to you is love yourself, put your children first, because you don't need a man to survive in this world. I've been through the struggle, the whole nine, and you can do it as well. So that's all I'm saying. And I love you, and I'm going to pray for you. And that's all I can tell you. Don't ever fall weak. My self esteem was low, the whole nine, Sue. And all I'm saying to you is build your self esteem up, because a man will get you. You got all these kids and they come along and he meet you, and you feeling like, oh my God, this man wants me because I got all these children. But know what? It ain't about that man. But I was vulnerable, and I was like, oh wow, he accepted me with all these children. So all I'm saying to you is you don't need a man to make it in life. And that was me. And I'm an older woman. But all my children turned out to be great. And you don't need a man. But a man will come in your life because you got babies or children, and they will promise you the world. Oh, I love your kids, and they doing this and that. That doesn't mean anything. But by being weak and have no self esteem and in denial, you got to love yourself. And once you start loving yourself, trust me, you're going to be okay, and your children.
Okay, y'all, and thank you.
Hello.
I appreciate that. Can we just ask questions though, y'all? Like, I just want, cause I'm finna have to leave here in
I
a minute.
I really have a question. Like that was so long. Say hypothetically you owed some money in this state and you have stamps in that state. How did you hypothetically do that?
So, it's not gonna make my states. It's not gonna make my stamps cut off in another state because they claiming that I owe
Okay.
that. So yeah, I have to go
Okay.
to a what's the name with that too. Like I haven't been. That's what they accused. That's what the accused amount is. But I
Yes.
have to
So
go down
yeah,
there in order to
allegedly.
go to court so I can. Because what they said
Mm-hmm.
was they didn't have no record of me ever being in Tulsa. So I was getting stamps down there and I
Okay.
never lived there. But my kids was in school down there. So I have to go
Right.
there and get the records from the school type shit and go to court so they can see that I didn't.
Yeah.
It was no fraud.
Allegedly, you could say somebody stole the car. Allegedly, from
Right.
whoever.
But they've
Okay.
been cracking down with the food stamp fraud and shit. So when the bitch, then when the
Mm-hmm.
weird mad ass bitch called, it was just like a uplift. Especially because when they called me, I'm like, well, no, I cut my stamps off there when I got stamps here. So it wasn't,
Right.
but I just gotta go to court.
Okay, okay, okay. That's all I had to ask. Thank you.
No problem. Oh, that's it.
Oh, okay, no, I have a question. Okay, hi everybody. I always watch your live, Sue, right? So I know that Carlos could be a little aggressive, well, a lot aggressive, even when he talks to you and the kids. So you had mentioned that this was his first time hitting you, but
Mhm.
a few times
No,
I watched your live and it looked like he kept saying several times, "I'm not gonna hit you." When your face, you like we all like that. If a man approach us and we're getting into it with our spouses, and it looked like they walking up on us, and we have that look. You had
yeah.
that look in your face, and he was like, "I'm not gonna hit you. I'm not gonna hit you." So I was feeling like I guarantee you that's not the first time he ever put his hands on her, because you was really scared one day, and you said in the live,
I'm
you
up
said,
in,
"I'm scared. I'm
yeah,
scared for
I
my
was,
life." So that's why. Go ahead.
So I was definitely scared because that's a grown ass man. So anytime a man is gonna
Exactly.
walk, Carlos gonna walk up. He walks up. I've never been hit besides the time that he pushed me. So I don't know how anybody could guarantee that that wasn't the first time. Because I'm telling you, besides
Mm-mm.
what I just went through, that was the first time. Like I ain't never, there's never been that. He pushed me when I tried to leave my house. And I really feel like it was the gate is the reason why I fell, but it wasn't that. Now he has walked up and yelled in my face type shit, but I've never been hit. So if he did walk up, then yes, and Carlos says crazy things. I've had to record him saying certain things and send it to shit because I don't know, like, nigga, is you just saying this or is you saying this shit? Like, but for my own, you know what I'm saying? I record them things and send them to where they need to be sent so that if anything was to ever transpire, then that's that.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's the question that I had because it looked like even when he spoke to the kids, he like really aggressive. He speaks to you in a really aggressive manner. And I'm
No, he's
like,
not
I
aggressive
don't
to
know
my
how.
kids.
Baby, she answered the
Yeah,
question.
yeah, he's not aggressive to my kids. Don't do that.
Hey, energy,
Okay.
energy. I think.
Hey y'all. Hey Sue. Sue, I love you, girl. And honestly,
Energy.
I really just want to tell you, I heard Lysol over there saying that he still had feelings for you, and Donkey Face was sitting there looking dumb at the face. But I just wanted to know, like, do you have like any kind of feelings for him that you could possibly we can just make Donkey Face just Eon or whatever the sound that thing make? Cause she swears she just got him and she's kind of like getting on my nerve and stuff like that. So can we just kind of like make that bitch just stop smiling so much with them big ass teeth? Go ahead, get your baby daddy back, girl. Love you. Bye. I'm
By
getting out.
energy. And no, I don't have no feelings. I'm not in competition with his baby. I'm not in competition with that girl. I'm not thinking about nothing that they got going on. When I speak on the situation dealing with my baby daddy, then that's what I speak on. She wants to insert herself, but I'm not in the business of trying to go fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to try to go fuck him to make her mad. She's probably already mad dealing with him anyway because he fucking other bitches. Those are facts. So I ain't in the yeah. I don't want him.
Um,
I would never stoop down that low.
Okay, thank you, Ari. Sue, can I ask a serious question? I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm not trying to do none of that. But like, what made you think you was gonna be any different if he chased his baby mama around with a fucking AK in the fucking front yard? What made you think he wouldn't do the same shit to you? He damn near almost killed her, and she got his child.
So it wasn't his baby mama. It was
Well,
the
whoever
baby.
it
It
was,
was
Sue, it wasn't right.
so no. You gotta let me answer the question. Cause y'all
Okay.
asking, but y'all don't even be knowing facts. Y'all kind of just hear things and kind of go off of it. And it's cool because you're asking. So let me tell you. It wasn't his baby mama. It was the baby dad. It was the mama's husband that he was trying to get at. But because she's the one that filed the report and his mama, you know what I'm saying, they did it together because she was already mad about him and her husband. Carlos definitely has anger problems. Did I think I was gonna be different? Yes, because I didn't know of those things when I first met him. Like I said, when Carlos was telling me stories about the things he did in his past, when I would look at him, I wouldn't see that in him. I'm like, damn, you used to be on that type of shit. I don't even see that in you. So people change. I'm the same bitch that stuffed a bitch in a Subway safe and stole the money at Subway and went to jail for 5 or 6 robberies with a firearm conspiracy to commit robbery. And I don't do that shit no more. So I thought once he told me about it and he let me know these things happen, I was like, you know what, that's your past. And I respect you for telling me, but that's your past. We ain't gotta focus on that shit. Now you're a different person. So I went with that.
mm,
No shade. If you was when you was in jail, he definitely was in smooth life, and he bragged about it because the lady came up there and said it. He said, "Damn right," and I do the shit again. The bitch tried to set me up. That nigga
Who
been showing he got emotional problems. Like the nigga got anger issues, and I don't know how you don't see it, but how you didn't see it at that time
so
because
you
it.
telling me, hold on, wait. Do you got that part on your life? Can you bring that up where he went? Because he already told me he was in smooth live.
Mhm.
I already know everybody whose live he was in. Some of the shit that he did say to me, I didn't find out to be true because when I got out of jail and I was on demon time, as far as like y'all remember the first when I got out, I was on alcohol. I'm child supported. I'm sending bitches addresses and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So if you could say that, that's why I always said, like, nigga, I don't give a fuck what he was saying because I know at that time I don't feel like that he was saying nothing to bash me. Carlos is just very long-winded and he talks too much. He tells too much of his business. But he be trying to get
So
his point
Storm, do you
across.
have that?
No,
Yes.
I'm not a recap, but he definitely said it. But it is on Rumble. But I'll send
Can
it
you
to
go
you.
get it? Yeah, can you
I'll send
please
it
go
to
get it
her.
and
Yeah.
send it in? I love receipts.
Okay.
And stop saying that I'm taking up for him. I'm not taking up for nobody. Y'all
Tisha,
asking me
you
questions about
unmuted. You
previous
unmuted.
shit. And I'm telling y'all the truth about it, but that's the truth about the situation. Like,
Right. And questions
Pussy.
only, please, y'all.
Pretty Ussy.
Hey, yeah, how y'all doing?
Hey.
So, Sue, on last night
wait, wait,
you
wait, wait, wait,
said,
quick. Y'all saying that this is the video that I'm refusing to watch, but y'all said he was in Smooth Live when he said that.
On
So
this live, on this live, it look like he's in who live is
drama
this?
sound off.
I'm a mute, so you won't have to hear it. Hold on.
Yeah, try to find that part so we can. But go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Whoever was
no,
talking.
you good. No, so I'm just going to refresh your memory. Last night you said that what started the argument with Carlos is that you was on live arguing with the girl. You was in the live. He, you got the other phone, and he said, "Why the fuck not
Not answering
you
the
not
phone.
taking my not answering my calls?" And
Hmm.
you said something under the lines where you said to him that if I wanted to fuck somebody else, I could.
Yep,
I got the
that
car.
was true. Yep, that's
So
what it
that's
was.
what
That's when I.
initially started
Yep, and that's what
the
he said.
when you got home.
Yeah, I didn't.
So I
Yeah,
just wanted to refresh your memory a little bit.
that's where it
So
came
can
from.
you
And he kept
elaborate?
saying
Like, can you think about like how it went after that when you got home?
he was already probably on demon time at that point. I'm not thinking nothing of
Okay.
it because all I was saying was if I wanted to go do something and I was trying to be sneaky, I got the car. I would just leave and go be sneaky. But I'm still here. That's how he was able to call me on, you know what I'm saying, my cousin's baby daddy phone, and I was able to answer because I was ignoring his calls on my phone because I was on live. Now, when I got home, I still went home though because I was excited to go with my man. But he must have already, like I said, he did. Papa Perkins said he was drinking. Carlos has not been doing anything since he's been around me except for smoking weed. Carlos is not a drinker. He's don't do any type of anything since he's been here with me. So when he told me, you know what I'm saying, that he took the perk, and shit like that. Like after all the shit went down, he was apologizing and shit like that. Oh, I took a perk and I was drinking, and I think that's why. So he was already on that. It's just like like me when I get if I'm mad and I get drunk, I'm gonna be angrier. So if he already feeling some type of way or already was in it, when you do drugs and you it's gonna make you even more livid. But I still don't remember what was said when I walked in the house to where it initiated the beatdown.
So when you said that to him, did you know he was already on the Percocet?
Mm-mm. I didn't find out that he was on a perk until after I got beat up.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Sue, and thank you for being
Mhm.
transparent. I love you, girl. Be good.
I said it's the drugs. I said when I went live after I got beat up and called the police, I said it was the drugs. It was the Percocet is a drug. To me, if it's not prescribed to you, then it's a drug.
Oh wait, dang! I'm on my tablet. They can't hear. Hello.
Hey, we can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me. Sue, I just wanted to ask a question. I was in a Discord and I just wanted to know if you knew that Carlos posted videos of you two.
Posted videos of us two doing what? We don't even really have no videos.
They're in the Discord. It's one. I don't even want to say it. Can you just check the discourse? But it's two videos
Yeah,
in there.
it's two videos in the Discord. So
Yeah. So I
About
didn't
me.
know
What
if
am I doing?
you having sex and and something else.
So I don't. Is it Carlos or is it Lionel? Because they have a video of me and Lionel
but that's
when I
not
was stuck.
Carlos. That's not Carlos in that video.
In neither
Yeah,
one
and
of
I
them.
don't. I don't think
Mm-mm.
one of them is not me. I only have one video that's been surfaced of me giving head to my baby daddy. I was laying down and he was on top of me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Eating
the
me.
other one is in the bathroom, bent over. In the bathroom.
No, I think that's the video of the Coke incident that Cuddy took a picture of Coke on my
We
counter.
actually said questions, love. Temper
Yeah, that's all.
takedown.
Yeah, it's no
Hey,
videos of me and Carlos.
hey,
Carlos don't know nothing about Discord.
Hey, boo.
first of all, perk is not a drug; it's a narcotic. I pop perks because of my back pains. Okay, and I don't think that had anything to do with how Carlos act. Number one, so my
Hey,
question is,
Auntie.
when, hey baby, when Ari asked you, she said, how much money did you have in the bank? You had to hesitate and you said, I think you were to add it up and then you finally said about 8,000. So that meant you don't check your account on the regular because right now he could freeze all his assets and you cannot touch it because you gave him that much power. So apparently you have not been checking to see how much you have left in there. And number two, I want to let you know that man is
No,
a
wait.
narcissist.
If it's a question, I gotta answer it. The
Okay.
question was, I guess, do I
Have you
not check
checked your
my
account?
account?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not my account. It's his. It's his account. I don't have the login information. No, I only have the card on my phone to all his banks. So I only added it up because I know that I paid for that the what's the name, and then I spent some money this, and I wasn't keeping track of that because I just like I said, I put my trust in the nigga that I was dealing with. So as dumb as it may sound to anybody else, that's fine. For myself, I made that dumb decision to do that, and
It's
that's why I
okay.
had to wait and kind of like, okay, wait, because I know I had this much to begin with, but I did this and I did that, so it's somewhere around this. That's how that.
Okay. So you know your life is
Okay,
gonna
I
be
got a
bigger than this.
question for
I'm
Auntie
not.
Tampa.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Hold on, babe.
Yeah,
For a
but you
minute,
got to
okay?
ask the question. It's more so like you kind of like not ask. You kind of just like, oh, so it just
Okay, well,
gives that you ain't
okay, well,
checking
go
your
on,
account,
ask me.
but that's not a question.
Can I ask Tampa a question? So Tampa, you just said that you prescribe perks and you drink. So do it make you agitated?
Mm-mm. I don't
You
drink
probably been doing it
with
for a
perk.
long time. People who've
I
been doing
have.
drugs for a long time get immune.
Oh,
To
Oh,
yeah,
certain
I
okay.
don't
things.
do. First of all, I don't do weed. I don't drink. I don't snort powder, none of that. So I don't been doing drugs for a long time. I got in a car accident where it ruptured three of my discs in my back and it fractured my tailbone. So I do have to take perks like.
Auntie Tampa, this about Suewoo. I'm tired.
Oh, I had asked her a
Go
question.
ahead,
That was
Hog.
my
Girl,
fault.
we ain't want to hear that.
And then talking
Okay,
about some.
okay. So I know that we had questions about a video, and I know that me and Ari had was confused on the video. And I just want to play the video that we were talking about exactly about the kids questioning you asking the kids, and they say no. Okay, really quickly, one
Yes.
moment.
Yeah, go play the video. Don't show the kids. They're gonna
You can't
click.
show. Oh my God.
You don't want to hear because you don't like to listen to nobody tell you. So I really ain't too much. You want to hear me buying you stuff though. If you call and say, hey, I'm gonna buy you some McDonald's, you will tell them that you want them here. So you only don't want them here because you don't like nobody to say nothing to you. And yeah, so that wasn't my kids. That was only Taylor. So yeah, that wasn't my kids. That was only Taylor because Taylor had got in trouble, and so he took something back from her that he had bought her tablet. He took it back because she got in trouble, and so that's why she said that's why she had an attitude. Anybody who be in my life know that Taylor has an attitude problem. So she
Well,
got mad.
both of the kids said no, they don't want him to live there. But okay, but
No, play that part. You didn't play that part though.
I
That's not the
say,
part you got to play that part.
yeah, that's all about she didn't play that part. Pixel.
Yes, my baby. I'm sorry, y'all.
Hey,
Hey, I'm sorry, Sue, that you're going through all this, but I just have to know, how serious are you about making these charges stick to him?
so I don't know how many times I can say that or if I got to say it with a high voice or a deep voice, but I'm going through with my charges. I'm gonna go through with my charges. I have to go through with my charges because I have to set an example. I'm gonna go through with the charges. There's nothing else to be like. I don't know how many times I can say that. I'm going through with the charges for me, not because it's gonna make anybody else feel better, or not because of what anybody else want me to do. I'm going through it for me and my safety because now I see what I'm dealing with after that situation. So for me, then yes, I'm gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna do that.
Well, that's good, love. I hope you do. Just try to reach out and get you a court advocate, because I know you got other situations going on too. I understand. They can help you with the moving process and how to move forward so you can do it safely with your kids.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through Ari through to move into a place. I'm just gonna get the money and just go through her.
I understand, but I'm saying if you have a court advocate, somebody in court to fight for you, because I know it's scary when you got felonies and other things pending, so you feel like they're not fighting for you. So,
Mm.
but I'm just saying, just try to get you a court advocate. Reach out to them and they'll help you. But good luck, baby.
Okay, thank you.
That was nice.
So about the McDonald's, in that video I was telling my daughter, you're only mad because he took that from you. So that's the reason why you said you probably didn't want him here. So I don't remember that. And I'm glad that you played it so that way I can explain what happened. They got into it about, or they didn't get into it, but she got in trouble about something and he took her tablet back. He disciplines more than I don't stand on business. So he'll be like, no, Mahogany, you can't do that. You gotta do this. So I was telling her, hey, you only saying that right now because he did this. If that wouldn't happen, you wouldn't even feel that type of way. So you can't be mad at nobody but yourself, because had he would have walked in with this, and this, you wouldn't have said that. But you're only mad because he took something from you instead of giving you something. We know how kids is.
I do.
The fuck, it's,
I do have a quick question
kids will
because
be
I
like
know
they
this
don't
is
want
gonna
to
be
be
a
around their
question.
mama.
This gonna be a question from the comments. What made you comfortable to allow him to discipline your kids?
So when I say discipline, I do not mean putting his hands on my kids or nothing like that. I'm standing as far as like, if they get in trouble and they do something, I'm the soft, like, okay, I'll tell my
Hmm.
daughter to stay. Oh no, the question was what made you comfortable? It's because I know how he is. I've seen him around my kids long enough for him to say, hey, you talking back to mama? Go stand in the corner. When mama says something to you, don't, and I know that y'all have heard me even on this live, and I talk to my kids and my kids got something to say back. And I gotta tell my kids, stop talking back. Just I said what I said, go do what I said. So I don't do that. Me and my kids, my mama told me she be arguing with her kids. And when you're a kid, you don't argue. I tell you this is what I say and this is what it goes. So being that I already knew the type of dealings that he had with my kids and we had been around, I felt like, okay, it's only good intentions. And he was never wrong. He only disciplined my kids. And when I say discipline, I don't mean whoop. Because y'all know me, I don't even whoop my own children. That be the problem. I don't stand on business because I feel like I'm lacking a lot of shit. I don't give them everything that I want to give them. So I kind of like don't be making them be in trouble when they need to be in trouble. And that's something I'm gonna have to deal with when they get older. But yeah, I
Okay.
knew it was never no bad situations. Like I talked to my kids. My kids would come tell me if they felt uncomfortable or if something was wrong.
Okay. Shay Shay.
Hey y'all, hey Suewoo. I can relate to your situation on what's going on, but my question is, I don't understand. I mean, I get it's big old, and I've been off of here for a year. It's real messy on here, but I get
Mm.
Ari is gonna help you. So I just feel like y'all should. Why would y'all not keep that like a private conversation? Because these motherfuckers in these comments and that's jumping up here do not care. They trying to judge you. They're trying to, you know what I'm saying, get all up in your business and just know what's going on. They don't care. You see what I'm saying? If you got a friend on here that's gonna help you, keep it private as far as that. Cause these motherfuckers do not care. Cause I've been sitting here looking when y'all were on the thing together. Cause I just happened to scroll, I guess, on the popular or whatever. And I was just listening. And I feel like Ari got your best interest at heart, but the rest of these people, they don't care. They want to know your business. They want to know why you ain't do this, why you didn't do that. And when you have a man that's in your household that's taking care of responsibilities as far as you and your kids and bills and everything else, because like I said, I've been in that situation. I've had a man.
Shay Shay, we said goddamn questions. But what the reason me and her talked about it openly because obviously people called me to her live to help her. However, what's being done after they called me to the live to get me to help her, the rest of it is not public knowledge or anybody's business. But that's how they were able to be more so in the business because they were the ones who contacted me to help her.
There it is.
I think Dingy. Oh shit! I was supposed to let go ahead. Hey, Dingy.
Hey, Ari. Hey, how y'all doing? So I got a question, Sue. Why
Mm.
didn't you exercise your right to go to the DV shelter, or even ask the officer to take you to the DV shelter so that you're able to get on your feet and not depend on an Airbnb and waste your money on the Airbnb when you got 6 kids to provide for.
So as I stated earlier, first of all, when that situation happened, nothing in my mind was saying anything about a shelter. The only thing I was thinking about in my head was to go to my kids. So that was the only thing in my head. And then at the time, everything was still fresh. I never even sat down and kind of really like just thought up and processed everything that happened because everything happened so fast. The morning time came so quick. So a shelter where it's never been in my mentality. I don't want to go to a shelter. If I can get on here and do what I do to get a couple of beans and shit, then that's fine. I don't want to take my kids through that because I'm capable of paying my own rent if that's what I need to do. Even though I've always been unstable, I'm capable of doing that if that's what I need to do. So I'm not gonna settle for going. I'm not doing that. I don't have to do that because if Ari's gonna help me and all I gotta do is come with the bread, then I can come with the bread and I can move in. Once I move in to get my kids situated, it's limitless at that point. I can do what I need to do. So yeah, shelter is not something that I'm willing to take my kids back through. Not right now.
Let go, let God.
Anybody
You
else
don't
got a
do that.
question? Hey, Lego.
I don't think she by her phone properly, or she muted herself or something. Okay. Um. So, TJ, you can't be showing you driving. Pretty privilege.
So my question is, hi Ari and Sue. So my question is, so you said, Sue, that well, that he had to put his money in a trust, and his mom has to has to have a signature to get money out.
I
So,
didn't say that. That's not. I didn't say that.
oh, you didn't. I'm
I said
sorry if I
no. I said
missed the part.
he has a POA, which is his mom. So that way he can't get just go in there and just get all his money because a long time ago when he first got the money, he was blowing it. So he has like different bank accounts, but he can't do everything that he want to do with his money at that time because they got different securities and different levels. He got a certain amount of money he can spend a month and shit like that. I don't really know everything as far as that because that ain't my money. So I don't really be kind of digging into that.
Okay, so he was blowing it, and then
Eh,
you go
mhm,
ahead.
mhm. So yeah, that he was blowing it before I met him though.
Okay. And then are you okay with if the money isn't Oh, okay, I got a lot going on in my house. I'm gonna go ahead and get down. All right, goodbye.
After y'all ask the question, can y'all please drop to allow her to answer it?
Can we get some beans over here and maybe a couple of cash apps to my CA, please? I still need some help. My Apple Candy is Lil Bay two. Is it 271? I believe it's 271. So if you don't want to support, that's fine. If you're not gonna do it, there's no point of saying no. But if you do want to help out, I am
Yes,
asking for beans. I am
it's
asking
two
for
seven
Apple.
one.
271. Lil Bay
I'm putting it in the
271.
comments.
I'm unmuted. Yeah, you unmuted.
So do you think if you may ask his mom to give you your money, would she give it back to you? I mean, like out his bank account, being that she is POA.
Yeah, I think that she would, but I don't think that I don't know. I gotta ask her. I haven't talked to her about that. I didn't say nothing about that because my shit is in his Chase account. Carlos got my money in his Chase account. I believe that he it's his Bank of America account that has the millions of dollars in it. So he only got the Chase account when he got here because he was able to go to work and they wouldn't hold up so much of his money like they do it on his Bank of America account. So That's what I'm saying. It's hard to explain the money situation because I don't even think his mama got access to the Chase account. I think that she's his POA
Oh,
over that one because of whatever. But I don't know how to explain that shit. I don't know how to explain how none of that shit go.
Okay, that was all.
Ace, your teeth need to irritate you, bitch. You talking about I'm irritating you. Get the fuck out then. The plaque on your teeth ain't irritating you,
Red
so how am I irritating
Red
you?
Bones, if you're in my live, comment for me, Red Bones.
The fuck? Do I believe he has millions? I know that the man got money. Like I know that he got like I know what is it. I know that he got money in his account.
Can I
He
ask
can't
my
even touch one
question?
of his accounts for a certain amount of years. Like when his dad passed away, he couldn't even touch the money. Like every certain amount of years, he can go in that account and pull out a certain amount. That's why every time he called, it's the same amount. Because he can only go in that account. Why are we talking about bitch? I'm not answering no questions about Carlos' money. The fuck?
Can I ask my
TJ.
question?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes, my question is, why did you feel comfortable having him around your kids when you never met his kids?
I felt comfortable because my kids had already been around him. I know how he is with kids. I've talked to his kids on the phone, but his kids stay in Memphis and I live in Georgia. So I've never been to Memphis. I've never met none of them, but I've talked to his kids on the phone. Me and his daughter's mom, I done bought her daughter, you know what I'm saying, medicine when she was sick and shit, when she could, you know what I'm saying, when Carlos's account was locked up. So yeah, I never had no problems with him being around my kids ever. I don't think that my family would have set me up with him thinking, knowing that I have all these kids, thinking that he might be this type of nigga around my kids.
And my second question is, do you regret bringing him around your kids so early now that all of this has played out?
So as I stated earlier in the live, my kids knew Carlos before I did. So when he came around me, and of course my kids was there, no, I didn't regret it. I don't regret it. I regret it now only because I have to tell them what has happened. But he ain't never did nothing foul to none of my kids for me to ever think before this situation, like, damn, I regret bringing this nigga around my kids. As of right now, I do because I have to go tell them he's not around no more.
Okay.
Makai. Go ahead, Makai.
You said it like that. But my question is, so after you get your own place and everything like that, and you're settled, your accounts and all that is in order and everything like that, will you be willing to have a conversation with him and let him speak his piece and like make everything right, like and get back in your good grace, or no?
No.
All right, that's all I want to know, Ari, because that's what I text you on the back end. All right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Okay.
Makai.
So Suewoo, that's somebody that he's gonna like he helps with cleaning the credit and take you out check this and things.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Just
he
so
is
you know.
amazing. I'm gonna do a little promo real quick here. Y'all hit him up because not only that, he can get you some money back too. So please hit him up. It's worth it.
Period.
So keys.
Yeah, so I came in late, but I'm not sure if anybody asked. But my only question is to Sue,
Mhm.
um, how long did you actually know him before you like brought him around your kids? Well, moved him in, I should say. Like, how long were you guys talking before you moved him in, and what made you so comfortable with just bringing him right away?
So the first time that I met him, I was comfortable with letting him come to my house was because, dang, y'all finna go. Oh, that's cool. I was finna walk to the pool. Yeah, I'm finna go down there. Um, Damn, I forgot what the fuck. Oh, I was comfortable at first because my family, you know what I'm saying? I went off of what my family. I know they wouldn't have put me or my kids in a weird position. They really thought that, you know what I'm saying, we had a lot of similarities that we would be good together. So that's the reason why I was so comfortable to bring him down the first time. As far as him moving in, he moved into my place in January. I met him January of this year, he moved from Memphis and came here. But he was back and forth since I met because it's only been a year and a half. So he's been back and forth since March of last year. And in January, I told him I wanted him to come.
Okay, that was my only question. I thought it was like some 3 week type shit from the comments, girl. So that's all.
Oh no. Yes, okay. Thank you. We wasn't yeah, let me not talk.
Hey Sue.
Mhm.
So my question is, like, I know this is the first time that he's like hit you or whatever, but considering the fact of how passionate and how deeply I wouldn't say in love because love is not supposed to hurt, but seeing how deeply and passionate he is about you, do you ever get scared or has this situation made you think like, damn, I gotta get away because he could be the type nigga that if he can't have me, nobody else can, and he could like hurt me and then hurt himself type deal.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
The question is, have you seen before or did this situation make you be serious like, yes, I need to get away? Like, do you get the vibe that he would do something to you if he can't have you, nobody else can? Like, do you get
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Okay.
So I
Hey,
don't know.
Ari,
They
somebody
said
had
that I
already
was
asked my question, but I couldn't get down. But you just dropped
Okay.
me.
so let me say something right quick. Y'all said I'm trying to figure out where was the lies being told? Because the reason why we came to the panel for y'all to ask these questions because a lot of the comments were saying that what I was
You're right.
saying didn't go with what he was saying, but nobody has came up here and stated nothing of that. Like nobody played the video of Smooth of him saying that I set him up. Like when would I? Like no, nobody has played it. The only thing that they did come up here and talk about was the situation with Taylor. But I did forget that that happened. And I know the reason why my baby was mad and why she said what she said. So where was that's I thought that
I
no,
have
I
the
don't want.
video. I'm sorry,
Oh, okay,
Sue.
go ahead.
I have the video of with Smooth and your ex. Can I play it?
Is where is the video that you're
It's
gonna
at the
play is gonna
part.
This
I'm
is
where he
is this
sorry.
the
said that I
video
set
that's in
him up and he'll
question
do it
about
again?
she quote unquote supposed to be lying? Is this that video?
This is the video that y'all was trying to find earlier
Okay.
with him saying about chasing the girlfriend. That's
Okay.
on that. Okay. And it's right to the
No, that don't
part.
want to. That has nothing to do with me. Him and his baby mama or what they had going on. They don't even have nothing to do with me.
Okay, if you don't
That
want
has
me to play,
nothing.
because that's what
Yeah,
y'all
that
was
has. I
looking for
thought you.
earlier.
No, we wasn't looking for that. We was looking for it because somebody came up here and said something about him saying that I set him up and he'd do it again or some shit. But was that
Because
about
you
me or
said
that was
it
a?
was the boyfriend, but he's saying that it was the baby mama, and she tried to set him up, so he tried to kill her ass. That's what
Oh
they
yeah, they don't
wanted.
have. Oh yeah, I thought they were talking about me. I thought they were saying that. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't give a fuck about that. They don't have nothing to do with me.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine,
his
baby. All right.
yeah, him and his baby mama is beefy as fuck, and that ain't my story. That they beefy than a bitch, and he don't get to see his kids, and he spent all his money on his son, and she be blocking his number and all type of shit. So they beef ain't got nothing to do with me. If he said that, then that's what he said.
My mistake. I'm coming Sunday.
I'm not
My
Hey,
protecting him.
mistake.
I'm protecting him
I'm
by
on
not
their
wanting to hear
state
it. That's
period. That shit look
fuck.
nasty. Anyways, hey y'all. So Sue, so you know what they say about pro domestic violence niggas, how they be booty goons, booty bandits, booty warriors, and gangstalicious. So do you think that this nigga is a low-key booty bandit? Like, do you think he's booty tastical?
No, Carlos don't give gay to me.
He don't.
No, he don't give gay to me. And it's a lot of I messed with some dudes that I felt like gave me gay, so I wouldn't be ashamed to say that. I don't think he give gay to me. I think that he just abusive.
Here you go.
Sue, I
Whenever
want to
they
say
call it
one.
fast.
I want to act like we at church. I want to say thank you, Ari, for damn near doing this because you're a good person. I want to say to Tarasha, I think that was the lady's name. Tisha, I think that I know how to say it, box number 2. I want to say thank you. for giving Sue the confidence, to go forward. But my only question to you, Sue, is, baby girl, how you feel right now? I sent you some money, but I just want to know how you feel, sister. Like it ain't so much about what you're going through. Like you as the individual, Suewoo, the mama. How you feel, baby girl?
Right now I feel a whole lot better than I did earlier.
Good,
I
good,
a whole lot better than I did earlier. I'm fit
good.
to go to the pool with my kids for a little bit, go to this little house, and I'm finna go figure out my next plan. But I'm thankful for asking.
Yeah, I sometimes it ain't about your business, girl. It's all about what can we do to make you feel better? Get out the runt, the stunt. I'm glad you're going to the pool, but if there's anything I can do or whatever, I'm definitely gonna help you out. Check the cash up. I sent you a little something, something. And God
Thank
bless you,
you.
sister. Keep doing your ones and twos. You still a good mother. We all go through our ups and downs. But see, in the name of Jesus, He will turn us around and place our feet back on solid ground. And you make
Always
sure you
do.
listen to that. In the name of Jesus. Bye.
Always do.
Sunday.
So I just got two questions, but my first question is last night, I know you was a little drunk, but you told Tommy K that you met the nigga in December. I just want to refresh your memory that that's what you said. I hear you saying it now, but when you was drunk and they asked you that question, you said December. And then I had one more question because I
Yeah. So
asked.
I don't remember me saying that because I know I didn't meet him in December. I believe everybody was in my live when I met him because I kept on asking my live before I even met Carlos. I'm like, y'all, this dude keep texting me. I don't know who the fuck he is. He keep on texting me, and they told me to text him back. And the fact that my live told me to text him back is the reason why I text him back and we started talking. And that was in March. So I don't December. I probably said so.
Okay.
He was talking about moving in my house in December, but he couldn't come till he got off probation. So maybe I was thinking like when he moved in, it was December, but he didn't come until January. But no, I
Yeah,
didn't
that
meet
makes
him.
perfect sense.
Yeah.
And then I got one more question, and
Mhm.
I asked Shorty this question before. I just wanted to ask you. So, and this
Uh-huh.
got nothing to do with your drama or whatever. This is about the kids. So let's say, if you could forgive Carlos, like you said, you forgive, but you never forget. Do you see yourself ever forgiving Cece so that y'all can move forward for the kids?
Girl, and respectfully, I don't have no babies with Carmen. It's no reason for me to have to try to squash nothing with this bitch because I don't have no dealing. That's not my baby daddy. And it's, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they got going on is what they got going on. But no, my kids can go there. That would never be something that I'm okay with. We all know how this bitch said a nigga was molesting my daughter. The bitch called the food stamp office on me to get my kids food taken out their mouth when I never did nothing to her. So no, I'm not rekindling shit with that hoe. That hoe can die today.
I respect that. I respect that. Have a good day, baby.
Mhm.
God damn. Oh shit. What I would do? Oh, that's my good. Uh, I was learning how to say that. See me, see my, whatever. I'm sorry.
Social.
Semi. I'm like, girl, I
Hey,
can't pronounce that shit.
hey, Ari, I love you.
Me
Um,
too.
Sue, I want to know how much do you believe you tolerated more abuse than you should have because of Carlos's promise of being like a millionaire? Like you felt like he could be a provider in the future? Do you feel like you put up with
Um,
more abuse than you should have because of that?
no, it wasn't because of the money. I think that I felt too comfortable as far as like um I think that's what made me just go ahead and just be so open with him is because I knew that he would take care of me. As far as like putting up with the emotional abuse, I felt like that he could, you know what I'm saying? This is small shit. It's in my head at the time. I'm thinking like words, it's small. We can just not say these words. So all you got to do is listen to me tell you what I don't like, and then the problem is solved. Because that was the only problem that we ever had at the time was every time we got into it about small shit, he would just say a lot of hurtful shit to me that I didn't like. So it wasn't because of the money. It's just because I gave, you know what I'm saying? I gave more chances that I should have.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Hmm.
Shy.
Hello. How are you guys doing today?
Hey, how are you?
Sue, I just want to ask you this. Do you mind telling us what he said to you in those messages that you felt like you need to send to other people just in case he went off the deep end?
No, I'd rather not say that.
Well, can I ask you
Well,
one other
actually, no, I don't
question?
mind. No, actually, I
Okay.
don't mind. He would just say
Go ahead.
shit like, oh, if you break up with me and you ain't got no reason to break up with me, then I'ma do something to you. I'ma do something to you if you break up with me. You ain't got no. It's just shit like that. And I'm
Okay, so he
like,
was talking about. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
uh, I just felt like
Go
I
ahead.
didn't know because I've been told, you know what I'm saying? My baby daddy told me before, like, bitch, I'll kill you, hoe, on some shit. So you never know. You always take it serious, but you know, it's just like, bitch, you ain't gonna really kill me. You ain't gonna really do that. But being that I knew that he was you know what I'm saying, he was already mad, I'm just like, well, just in case the motherfucker might not, let me just send this shit out.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you, and God bless you, and I wish the best for you, love.
Thank you. They do that to fear them.
Non-biased. Non-biased.
So, hey, so I got a question for you.
Mhm.
Okay, you said that the red flag started showing in December. So what made you go ahead and proceed to let him come on and move in with you after that?
No, I said, did I say? I don't think I said December.
Yeah, you definitely said that.
Or they talking about earlier you had said December.
Oh, because that's when we were talking about moving into each other. That's when we
Yeah.
was arguing about. That's when that comment was made. Actually, the
Right.
recording that I have of me saying it, that was when it was a time. So those were probably the red flags at that point. What?
So if you seen red
Period.
flags, what made you let him go ahead and move in with you?
Like I said, like my last baby daddy said that shit to me. So those were red flags, but I didn't dawn on it enough to be like, oh hell no, I ain't fucking with him, like type shit. Like I didn't know.
Okay.
So
Number one ID number.
Oh, hey y'all. Hey Sue. My question is, I don't know if you already answered this, but did you get a restraining order on him or are you planning on getting one?
yes,
Wait,
I
yes
do.
to you got one?
No, I haven't got one yet. I haven't. Yeah, no. So that happened yesterday morning. That was Sunday. I went to my kid's birthday. I went to my cousin's birthday party and then came back and then I woke up today and I've been on live. So I haven't moved around to do shit. I don't have a car, you know. But yes, I am gonna get one.
Okay. Okay. My next question is a question and a statement. Okay, like why in these situations, which y'all call real life, yes, what you kept saying last night, just my real life. Why do y'all run to Bigo for a temporary situation of CAs and to get ran up instead of going to somewhere like a women's haven center or somewhere who could help you with longevity?
So um I come to Bigo and I come to the internet because I have a platform and I know that people support me. So that's why I'm here and that's why that because really I just need some quick little ones and twos so I can figure what I'm doing out for my kids. I know a lot of people in the comments are saying like, oh well, you could just go to a domestic violence shelter. Respectfully, I can't just go because it's not like I haven't been in a shelter with my kids before. That's not something that I won't
Mm-mm,
do,
I just said,
but
I'm
only
sorry,
if it's gonna be,
not a shelter.
huh?
No, I would never tell you to take your babies to a shelter. I said like why didn't like y'all run to Bigo, but I would have been on the phone this morning like with the Women Haven Center. They just released so much money for housing. To where you probably didn't even have to pay for that Airbnb. They would have sent the check to the people.
Yeah, that's
So
a
that was just my
process though.
question.
Things like that don't happen in a day. They be having to do a lot of shit. Like stuff like that takes time. And I don't really have the time to wait on things like that because I know that school is getting ready to start back in August. So my main concern is just to hurry up and get stable somewhere so my kids can be good and ready to start school. Somebody keeps, okay, hold on. Let me address this picture in the comments that y'all keep wanting to already look at. I am social media on every single website. So, hey, King, hold on, give me a second. So,
I already
every
saw it.
time, so I will say, oh, I met this nigga in 3 weeks and we moved in together. That's not a fact. That's just something that I posted on social media because I'm doing content creating. I seen a status that said me and this nigga met one day and we never left. So I used that and turned it into my own shit so I can get likes, comments, and things like that. Because a lot of people that content create, everything that they post and everything they say don't even be they original content. So we gotta stop trying to read so much into shit when I'm sitting here telling y'all what the fuck going on.
Right, and they should know it's not real because it was posted 6 days ago. We all know that
Right?
she's been
Like what the
knowing
fuck?
Carlos way longer than that.
Kenya, Kenya,
Oh, you told me I wasn't getting no more.
attorney,
Hi, Sue.
redemption.
Sue, how you doing, baby?
Yeah. Hey.
So,
Sorry, y'all, I'm at the
what's up,
pool. It's alright.
Ari?
It's kind of hot in
Cousin.
here.
Okay, so I just wanted to ask a question real quick about the comments that you said that he was making, and you had to record him saying some things that were questionable and things like that. So,
Mhm.
is it that I know you said it wasn't that like big, like he wouldn't say he was gonna kill you and things like that. So you wasn't really too worried about it. But just saying those things, they weren't a turn off to make you feel like that for sure, like this is not gonna be a person that I would want to stay with, gonna marry, whatever, saying stuff like this or whatever else constantly, and I have to record it and send it to other people.
As dumb as it sounds, I didn't take it that serious, but he was. It's just like the shit that was just being said more than once. I'm like, okay, well, let me just in case. And I know that he had a temper problem, so. You know what I'm saying? I was a dummy. Like I was a dummy. I was a dummy, and I should have took the signs when I seen him, but I didn't, because I know that all of my baby daddies done told me certain shit. Like, all of my baby daddies done said shit pertaining to, you know what I'm saying, shit. Like, oh, if you do this, then I'm gonna do this. You can't go fuck with nobody else, and you can't go do this, and you can't
Hmm.
go. So I didn't take it serious, but I knew that he was angry. So I'm just like, I said it to one person that I knew that would have been like, and I always be telling y'all, like, bitch, if I die, y'all know who did it. It be on some that,
Right,
you know what
but
I'm saying?
even if you feel like that, saying those comments, if you die, you did. I
Mhm.
heard you say that one time on live. Like, if I die, y'all know who did it or whatever. That right there made you probably must have had like a thought or something about something to make you say it. So then you felt like you were still gonna move forward with them, just disregarding it. But okay, my thing
Yeah, I
is
did,
when you got
and
out,
I was just
when he
dumb.
just
I just thought I loved
that's
him, and
understandable.
I felt like that. You know what I'm saying? I was taken care of. I was good. The kids was good. He made my kids happy. You know what I'm saying? And even despite how I was
Hmm.
feeling, I always was just like, well, shit, he here. You know what I'm saying? My kids is happy. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? He helps out a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I needed that. That's why I say I felt like, because I felt like I was secure, and I've been doing it on my own for so long that it made me jump fast and work, because he came off the bat like taking care of handling business for me, and so it made me
Okay,
vulnerable to want to be with him.
and my
Like,
last
damn, I can
question:
really have a nigga that love
the
me and my
last
six
time.
kids, so I accept the
Oh, I'm
shit that I
sorry.
shouldn't have. I'm sorry.
Got you. I'm sorry. So I just wanted to ask this last question. I'm gonna get on down. So why
Mm,
is it that when he just got out of jail the last time, you
mm.
said that y'all had already agreed that y'all were gonna separate and go to different homes and things like that? Why is it that at that point in time you didn't go get your money from out his account then? Since y'all already decided that y'all were gonna split.
We went to jail. We were
No,
gonna go get the.
after you went to jail, you got out. And then he went to
Right,
jail and then he got out. And then at that
right,
time, you said you were gonna go move over there to the house and things. So
right.
why is it you didn't just get your money right at between that time when he got out?
I wasn't thinking about it until I moved over here, because I don't be wanting to spend my bread. So I don't be wanting to, because if I get it in my hand, I'm gonna spend it on unnecessary shit. Had he would have gave me that money, I would have got my hair done. I'd have went to the mall. Then I would have been struggling, begging people on Bigo to help me. You know what I'm saying? Pay rent and shit, when I could have just did it on my own. So when I moved into the house, I was gonna get my bread. We had already discussed him giving me my money once we were gonna part ways. But we moved over here, and I ended up letting him come, because when he got out of jail, you know what I'm saying? Shit, it was just like, dang,
Hmm.
I didn't want to leave. I didn't not want to be with him, but I wanted to stand on business. So it's like, no, we ain't together, but you can still come over. That's why I'm like, well, shit, he my man, but he ain't my man. I was dumb. Shit, I didn't know. I was dumb.
Okay, now I'm about to get on down. Sue, I need you to stop this nonsense. I need you to get it together, get a notebook, get the writing, and stop this making excuses for yourself. You understand? Talking about you was dumb and all of that. You stop this
I
mess.
was
Get
though. That's not
You
making an
cannot teach your kids.
excuse.
No, I get what you're saying, but this is the thing. When you do it one time, it's an accident. When you continue to do it, it's purposely doing it. You
He
causing
never
your
hit
own
me though.
demise.
I never thought that I would be hit. And like I said, when we moved into the house that we in now, it wasn't no, we wasn't arguing or nothing. It was cool. Carlos was trying to show that, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to show that he really wanted to be there. We didn't argue. We didn't do nothing. Like, it'd be like little petty shit. Like, I'll be like, okay, well, I want this for dinner. And he'll be like, well, no. And I'll be like, well, you don't got to spend no money. You just cook. Don't tell me I ain't got to. I'm going to go get the kids some food. We going to eat out. It be petty. You know what I'm saying? Little petty ones and two, but it wasn't that. So I'm like, okay, shit.
Okay,
That's what
Bookie.
I'm saying. I wasn't expecting none of this shit. I wasn't expecting none of this. From the moment I got out of jail all the way up until this moment, I wasn't expecting none of this shit.
Okay, I'm out of here, cousin.
I'm too old not to recognize the patterns. Man, baby, look, I ain't never ashamed about me making dumb decisions. Like you know what I'm saying? I thought Carlos was the one for me. I'm not finna let nobody beat me up about how I felt. And even if it was signs and flags and I missed them, so what? Like, it is what it is. I didn't die. My kids is good, so I'm thankful for that. And I know better now. The fuck? I make mistakes. I ain't made it ever seem like I was perfect. I was dumb as hell. I was dumb. I was blinded by, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Like, I was blinded by the shit. I thought I was in love. I never had nobody come in and support me and all 6 of my kids. That shit was new to me. It felt different. It felt good. It felt like love. It was the energy. Like, and even though his mouth and his temper is real bad, and I ain't even gonna say that. It is what it is. The shit happened. And I'm only doing the interview to get a couple of beans. So being that I'm not even getting all right, we can really wrap this shit up because I'm finna go get my
I
kids
was
after
just
school. We
about
finna
to
go
say.
to where
I
we
was
going.
just about to say.
Yeah. To wrap this shit up. Ain't nobody talking about shit for real. But thank y'all for coming in and with the questions. I appreciate y'all. Ari, I
All
appreciate you
right.
so much for real.
No, you're welcome, Bookie. When you're ready to move, I mean, just make sure you find 2 places to give them to me.
Yeah, I'm
We
gonna
can
do
move
that.
for them.
I'm gonna do it tonight I'm gonna call you when I get to my Airbnb so we can so I can send you because I already know 2 places. But I want to make sure
Okay.
before you do it that I'm gonna have the funds to move in.
Okay. Have fun with your kids, love.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Love you, Bookie, but
Y'all was dragging it out for me. Y'all was dragging it out for me too. I'm like, yo, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Cause it's like, girl, why is y'all dragging it like this? Like, come on. Like, listen, I was like, okay, bitch. What? I mean, y'all could come up. Ah! Y'all just made me scratch your goddamn wig off. I'm about to take the motherfucker off my head. And I just put the bitch on. The person who, well, no, this girl, she ended up buying a different wig. I about to say, the person who ended up buying this wig, I was trying to pick it up. You can have it now. Hey, oh, shit. I got y'all muted. I don't even know how y'all muted in here. How can I unmute y'all? How the fuck? Hold up, y'all. I don't even know how to do this shit. Oh my God, now I done fucked up. Oh, I said now I done fucked up my life and don't know how to fix this shit. KK.
All right, should we be fair? Okay, first, can you take her or people's admin real quick? Can we just take that person's admin? No, let's take that admin and let's get into it. We gotta get
You
into it.
know,
So
her admin is my admin, but she not gonna kick nobody.
she kicks everybody. No,
No,
not her. I'm
I
talking
mean,
about Suewoo's
that's
admin.
she probably do it in her live, but we in my live.
Okay, so Ari, everything that lady said, Ari, she's getting that motherfucker out of jail. I want you to know that whatever you're finna do on the back end, Sue is going back to him. Number one, she sat on live all damn day, not once got a damn restraining order. If all this shit happened to you, you're going to go get you're gonna go get a fucking all these orders. You're gonna get the police involved. You're gonna contact the police. It's more to this story. She doesn't know what the fuck happened. All this and that. She's a drunk. It seems like every time she gets drunk, I think she puts her hands on these motherfuckers and then they beat her ass. If you look at every story that she done told us.
No, but I said that. Remember,
And I understand that he was on a drug and he might.
no, but I said that when I was on a panel. I told her, I said, it
Huh?
seems like when you get drunk, you get yourself in trouble. I said that.
You lagging.
You said I'm lagging?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm
Hello?
lagging. I'm lagging.
Is it me?
That's you. Okay, so when we were live, I definitely said that I definitely had said that when she got drunk, she got herself in trouble. Secondly, whatever I decide to do for Sue, that's not based on if she go back to Carlos or if she don't. I'm helping because of the kids. What her and Sue got going on, what Carlos got going on, they got a fuck thing to do with me. There's kids involved. So whatever, and I think that's what y'all are missing. It ain't have for me. Respectfully, on the back end, she would tell y'all I told her not to do the interview because I don't feel like it was none of nobody motherfucking business. That's what I said. That's what I called her and said. I then got her and Tommy on the phone. It didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go, and so I was like, okay. Well, I'm gonna let them do it. I'll do it, but I respectfully told her not to do the interview because at the end of the day, I feel like tell the truth or not, they still gonna talk about you. I feel like if they're doing good or bad, they still gonna talk about you. I literally told her not to do the interview. Before she got down, y'all heard exactly what she said. She said the only reason I did it is to get a few beans. That was her me and her conversation on the phone. That's the only reason she did it. I advised her against it. Tisha will also tell y'all I got advised her against it. But it was what she wanted to do. A lot of people was in the comments saying I wasn't going so hard on her. I'm not gonna go hard on a person where I kind of know what's going on type shit. And I kind of like got the vibe of everything that's going on. So, but she's an adult. So I let her make that decision type shit. But like what I'm doing for her is not for her. I don't give a fuck about what her and Carlos got going on. At the end of the day, she a grown ass woman. I sat around and watched my mom get abused. Ain't nothing that none of us can say to a woman in that position because they're gonna do what they want to do. They're gonna leave when they want to leave. They definitely have to be knocking at their door or they have to be in the hospital. And for instance, a lot of y'all, my supporters anyway, y'all know that my ex-husband beat my motherfucking ass and broke my motherfucking ribs. And I didn't go nowhere. Bitch, I got out of the hospital and went right back. A lot of y'all been watching me. Bitch, I stabbed K9, got out of motherfucking prison because he sent my ass there because he snitched. And I went right back. So it's like a lot of y'all judging the situation, but y'all act like y'all don't know that it takes time to get out of domestic violence. One thing that she continuously saying, and I think a lot of people overlooking what she said that she never had nobody to help her with 6 kids. Put yourself in the shoes of somebody who have 6 kids and have to raise those 6 kids. And here come a man who's willing to still accept you for those 6 kids and help you do shit for those 6 kids. What the fuck you gonna do? Y'all act like being abused is so easy to walk away from. And it's not. That's the case. They won't have domestic violence hotline. They wouldn't have all these resources for domestic violence victims if it was so easy to walk away from. Respectfully, do I believe he has put his hands on her before yesterday? Yes, I do. I do. But as a domestic violence victim as well, there's been times where I lied for Chris and told my mom and them he had never touched me before. And he was whooping my motherfucking ass. He was beating me, bitch, like I was motherfucking hot, bitch, like I was a motherfucking slave in a motherfucking field, not picking his motherfucking cotton. That's the reality of it. But us as people can't stand by and judge. I know a lot of people feel like, well, she's scamming people. She doing this, she doing this. Is she really scamming people? Or is those people scamming themselves? Is she really scamming people? Or are those people helping her with her kids? Is she really scamming people? Or we're doing what we want to do to help her with her kids? Y'all got to pick a struggle. Because in order to be scammed, you have to put yourself in a position to be scammed, right? In order for a scammer to scam you, you got to put yourself in a position to be scammed. So obviously the people who supporting her don't feel like they're being scammed. So if you're not sending her a bean, if you're not helping her and her kids get into a safe place, if you're not, why the fuck you worried about it? I mean, if we really gonna talk about it. Why does fucking boss keep locking y'all when y'all fucking come up here? How can I fix that? Like, oh, how the fuck to fix this, y'all? I don't even know what the fuck. I guess I only fucking do panels. I don't know how to work none of this shit. Hold on, let me find out what the fuck. Oh my god, this is why I don't never do panels on none of this shit. I don't even know how to. Okay, I think you unmuted. You unmuted. This is
Hey, Art,
dumb.
how you doing?
Hey.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I had came in on the counter at the last minute, but yesterday when she was real drunk, or was it last night? She was real drunk. She did so much talking where when you tell one lie, you gotta tell another one. So she kept saying, I never thought that he would have do this to me, but he only pushed me. But then in another scene, she'll say, I wouldn't have thought he would have beat me up. Or then you got bruises on your arms. Like, which one is it? Did he push you or beat you like a rag dog? Like, she just tells so many lies and you can clock it so fast. I feel bad for her. I've been through that situation. And that's the first thing a domestic violence
Because she did
person
have
do
the
is be in
bruise on her
denial.
arm or her leg or something, right? I do remember somebody posting it somewhere.
She showed a couple bruises, but she kept saying he pushed me. But then she'll turn around and say he beat me up real bad, like you
But remember
taking
what
up
I just,
for
but
him.
remember
You
what I
was just
just told you about domestic violence. For some reason, I don't know if you ever been in a domestic
be in
violence
denial.
situation or if you ever been
Yeah.
around people. Like that means you know that sometimes we try to protect those people
Right. I
in that situation.
understand.
And
But
like
that's what
I
I'm
mean, y'all
saying.
heard me tell her on the panel. I feel like she's protecting him.
Exactly. And talking too much, and then you get aggravated when we calling you back out on your lies. Like, you
Yes.
got to think about it. Cause last night I wanted her to just shut the hell up, not do the interview, cause it was a mess and it made things worse. Cause one minute you fuck this nigga and the next minute he ain't really that bad, and then his videos of like she ignored all the red flags. She knew.
Hold on one second. Cause girl, you just had caught me. You just threw me for a loop. You just said you knew what the fuck it was like to be a domestic violence. So how you gonna turn around and say the shit that you said? You just said you knew what the see, I think y'all be picking and choosing. Y'all just be picking and choosing. Y'all just be picking and fucking choosing. I I'm so tired of this motherfucking shit muting y'all. If y'all don't motherfucking come up here and fix this file, motherfucking break this shit, throw this whole goddamn phone across the motherfucking.
Now, Ari, it's about 6 o'clock in Atlanta, correct? You got a
Yes.
you got an Airbnb for one day. What was the point of getting it? And damn near the entire day is gone. She's not going to an Airbnb.
You know, goddamn well, you come up here trying to prove what she lied about. We all know she ain't get no goddamn Airbnb. We don't even give a fuck. We know she ain't get no goddamn Airbnb. You know she ain't get no fucking Airbnb. I know she ain't get no Airbnb. We don't give a fuck. Shit.
Calm down, you beautiful little ass bitch.
No, it's like we know certain things, and it's like people are trying to like just bang it into our head, like, bitch, you gonna understand this. We get it, yo.
No, I just want to say I'm along with you, Ari. Like when people has been through domestic violence, of course they gonna do what they want to do. And then a lot of y'all be listening wrong, because the lady that was just up here before was saying something about she had two different stories mixed up, talking about something about the gate. That was the last time or a different time. And then from the time he hit her. And then they was talking about December. When she said something about December, she said December is when she started to realize the triggers. So people be having stuff mixed up a whole lot. I did want to ask her some questions, but I mean, that's over. I wanted to
No, I
really
just think, like,
understand.
honestly, I personally feel like that she told y'all what she wanted y'all to know. And
Right.
that's what anybody, if you're a real human being, you're only going to tell people what you want them to know. And a lot of it you're going to keep in yourself. You're going to keep to yourself. I was okay with that. I felt like 10 seconds into the interview, I felt like it was kind of pointless.
I
Um,
saw your
yeah, I felt like it was kind of pointless. I felt like it was pointless because, like I said, I personally felt like I knew she was only going to say what she wanted to say, and I also knew that a lot of people in the comments was going to take time to attack her. And for me, it's like people keep on saying, "Oh, you're enabling an adult." No, we're not. We are helping the kids. Fuck,
True.
fuck the adult. If we really want to get down to it, fuck the adults in the situation. There are 6 kids that did not ask to be in the situation. So I see if we were just doing it and we're just help. Y'all keep on saying making excuses for her. Who making an excuse for her?
Nobody did.
Nobody made an excuse for her. I'm not making an excuse for her. I said I'm telling you the facts of being a domestic violent victim. That's not making an excuse for her. I'm saying when somebody in a domestic violence situation, that's not something you just gonna up and walk away from. You're also y'all keep forgetting that she was in a relationship and this man took her and her 6 kids in. They have trauma bonding. They have where she probably was facing low self-esteem and damn, here come a man taking care of me and my 6 kids, and she thought she had it all figured the fuck out.
And they got to realize too
That's
that
not
she's
giving her
still
fucking
scared of
excuse.
him. That he's still after her. He ain't locked up and he ain't gone away and any little thing that she do because he is gonna get out on bond. That she still have to protect herself and her 6 kids.
For the people
People
who
ain't
ask, so for the people who ask me why play do the interview, I just stated when you guys saw her get off live and you saw me leave, me and her was on the phone. I asked her not to do the interview. Tisha, which is her admin, will tell y'all I asked her not to do it. She wanted to do it. She felt like that I could, and this is, I think, it was, though we were doing the interview, it was more so, I think she needed me there to console her. If y'all remember, in the beginning of the interview, I asked her how was she feeling. She told us one thing. Then at the end, when somebody asked her, her talking to y'all kind of lifted some shit off of her a little bit. Though she chose what she wanted to tell y'all, it still released some of the pressure that was upon her. And sometimes that's what y'all got to realize. Sometimes people just want to get unfrustrated and they holding the shit in. And like that's what y'all not understanding. It was not. It was for me. It was never really about the interview because I didn't know too much about the situation. It was about being the moral support that she needed, just sitting on a panel with her. When I was on the phone with her, I asked her not to do the interview. I said I don't think this is a good idea. I then got her and Tommy on the phone so they can have a conversation. It didn't go how I expected it to go.
Can I say one thing right there? I think whenever they went off last night, it's recorded and Poppy was online. Him and Moet were going crazy laughing at everybody because he was saying, oh yeah, I got another one. He was the one that was clipping everybody and then got all of them against each other thinking that each one of them was clipping each other. And that's what Tommy and Dre Baby was saying. Why would we be clipping each other? He was online doing this, like celebrating, saying, oh my God, yes, 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 I got another one. Oh, I clipped the other one. I clipped the other one.
Poppy is a fucking clout chaser. Poppy just do any fucking. As you saw doing the interview, he came there spamming his fucking Instagram. He's just a fucking.
That's
He
what I
just do
told you.
dumb
I
shit.
said he in here
I saw the
spamming
dumb bitch.
his
I couldn't
stuff.
turn his shit off. He's just fucking goofy. Like we just let him do what he want to do because he's a fucking goofy. Something is wrong with Poppy. Poppy knows something is wrong with Poppy. We just let Poppy be Poppy. Like
That's why he did shit with Moet. With like he ain't got nothing else to linger on to. And them both were sitting there last night, had they people in their Discord and they were doing it and were laughing every time somebody got clipped. And then they really created drama for that girl, for Suewoo, with Tommy and them going off on her and all of that, which I think they should have sat down and talked.
so everybody can know. So everybody can know. When I made a 3-way call with her and Auntie Tommy. Tommy apologized and told her that she was upset. She told her she feel like should have never said it, and she apologized. They had a conversation on the phone prior to the interview. Prior to the interview, Tommy got on the phone with her. Tommy apologized to her. When we were trying to come to a common ground, Sue went off. Tommy said, niece, thank you for trying, but I'm not about to do this with her. and Tommy hung up the phone.
Mm.
I
Okay.
tried, we tried, and it just didn't go that way.
I know you sweet. I know Auntie Tommy, like you say, Auntie Tommy, she very sweet and do anything she can to try to help anybody. And so I know she kind of felt a certain way last night when I think I don't know what she was thinking that they were trying to finesse her or whatever. But
The comment saying Tommy should have never sided. Tommy got on the phone and she said, I should have never said what I said last night, and I apologize. I was
she
upset
said,
at the moment and I felt like you was playing with me. And I said some shit I should not have said. She said, Sue, for that, I apologize. Sue then started saying, well, you shouldn't have did it this way. You shouldn't have did it this way. Then Tommy was like, well, no, your phone went dead. You didn't come back to the live. At that point, Sue went crazy. Tommy said, Auntie Tommy was like, well, niece, thank you for trying, but I'm not finna do this with her. And I was at first I was trying to keep it, but Sue kept being defensive. Auntie Tommy didn't want to be on the phone no more. So she hung up. Sue hung up, came back to the live, asked y'all what happened. Everything that y'all told Sue happened, that's what Auntie Tommy was trying to explain to her on the phone, but Sue didn't want to hear it. And I told Auntie, I was like, well, I think right now she's just still being defensive. Can we revisit this later? She said, niece, I already apologized. I'm done with it. That was the conversation.
well, I love you, Ari. Let me down and unmute the other person. I don't know why we coming up muted, but you can let me down and
I
let
think it's
the
this
person.
fucking, because what I did on a fucking panel from what they just said.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Hey Ari, how are you, my love?
Hey.
Hey, babe. I just came up listening or whatever because I listen to understand, not to be trying to comment. And it's like, in order for us to call her a liar, we have to actually listen to the information. The lady came up and she said, Sue's a liar because she said she either got pushed or beat up. That's not what she said. She said that this is the first time he's ever put his hands on me. Beside him pushing me, and he pushed me because he was trying to get me back in the house. He's never hit me like this. That's what she said. She's never got hit. It's her first time. Only he pushed her. Now he pushed her an hour, and then 2 hours later she got beat up. She didn't say that. So we just gotta get the right information before we can call her a liar and all that. That's all I'm saying. So
Yeah,
that's it,
see,
babe. I'm getting down.
me personally, I'm never gonna call her liar. Whatever she got going on in her personal life, me personally, I feel like that's her personal life. Because if a
Mm.
nigga over here in my house whipping my ass, bitch, I ain't coming to tell y'all. If
Huh?
y'all find out, I'm gonna tell y'all he ain't whipping my ass. No, he whipping
Period.
my ass.
Okay. Yes.
No, he whipping my ass. Like, girl, what? I ain't telling y'all a fuck thing. He beating my ass. It ain't none of y'all business. Y'all find out, be like, girl, they lying, girl. He not beating my ass knowing he beating the fuck out of me, bitch.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey.
Okay, all right. I just have two things I want to say. Susan been through this enough times to know men sometimes give you gifts to buy your soul. You know what I'm saying? And she got all them kids. She thinking this coming from a good place. This man can just want to take her shine. You know what I'm saying? This man is upset and she smiles through everything. You see what I'm saying? Like he don't know how to handle depression. And she goes through it and keep moving. You see what I'm saying? It's just weird to me that a woman with that many kids would keep letting men move in. I really wouldn't do it if I was her. I have 4 kids. I waited till they was grown and gone to move on. It don't. They be
So now
gone in a
let me
minute.
ask you a question. What you saying that so say if you got 6 kids and you have a self-esteem issue or you feel like nobody not gonna want you because you have 6 kids, when those
I've
men
been
come
there.
along, doesn't that become vulnerable, like make you vulnerable to the situation
It
because
makes
here's
you
somebody who's
vulnerable.
trying to take care of you and your kids?
Yeah, it makes you vulnerable and it makes you take more shit than you would never do if you didn't have that many kids and your self-esteem was up.
Right.
But you got to know to love you and love your kids. Ain't no man gonna bring no happiness. Loving on them kids is gonna bring happiness. I promise her it will. Being alone ain't as bad as what motherfuckers think it is. Especially when you got that many kids.
I say being alone can be complicated when you're trying to do those. I've watched her on Instagram, and when I'm watching
Hmm.
her, I be like this. Like, girl, how the fuck you cooking all this food for all these fucking 6 kids? Bitch, you going 4 or 5 course meal.
Right.
Bitch, excuse me?
Right.
She needs
But
some type
so
of
listen.
motherfucking help. So this my thing. for everybody who be attack and not saying you, but for everybody being
Okay.
attacking her, who gonna say, "Oh well, bitch, I'm finna book a flight to come out there and help you cook for your kids." Oh, I'm finna book a
But
flight
see,
to help
that's
you
what
go.
I'm
Like,
saying.
who's going to do? Like,
That's
nobody's
what I
giving her
think
their
she
support.
need
So
to
when a man
do.
come along, it's a little bit, you know.
But with 7 kids, would you let a man up over your kids and you don't know him for real? She
What
moves
happened?
really
What you say?
fast to have seven. For her to have 7 kids, she moved really fast with these men. This ain't the first man that done moved in with her. You know what I'm
The
saying?
comment saying they
I
was the
know.
first man. So who's the other man?
I can't remember. Well, I know she was messing with Cuddy. She was going to see him. So that was good. I think she need to find another relationship where she can go see them and leave her kids separate from the situation. I think that's the best thing for her. I really do. And it'll be all right to do it that way. Find your man with his own shit. You go see him.
Hold on, Gigi. So I want to ask the comments because maybe I'm wrong because, like I said, y'all biological born women obviously will handle shit from me because, bitch, I'm gonna think like a man. Why would you go see a nigga on the whole side of the other world when you got 6 kids, bitch? You need to know he need to accept your motherfucking kids and he need to be there for your motherfucking kids while he digging your pussy out, right or wrong. Just let me know because maybe I'm fucked up in here. I mean, I think it like a nigga anyway. So y'all gotta let me know. Okay, because I was confused. Because bitch, please, you think that I'm humming and you're digging my pussy out? Fuck that, baby. You finna come meet these motherfucking kids and help me take care of them too.
Right, because it's 2025, and
Girl,
I'm gonna tell
what?
you like this, because I got kids.
Oh shit! Ow! My bad. Go ahead.
Um, I'm also married. I've been with my dude for 11 years, but before then, dating, I want to make sure that my kid fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to hide. You know what I'm saying? My nigga, especially if I think it's serious, I'm not about to hide my kids away from that man because I want to see how he interacts with my kids and I want to see how my kids interact with him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that Sue moved too fast. Shit, my longest relationships was niggas that I fucked within the first week, maybe the first night. Like I hit it off with them more than I did with people that I held out on. So it just depends on who the person is and what they feel comfortable allowing their kids to be exposed to. That's what it is at the end of the day. It's not 1919 anymore. Uncle Willie and Uncle Johnny ain't there molesting people. You need to let your kids meet these people and see how they mesh together. The fuck? What if you fucking with a nigga on the low all this time and then you get around your kids and he can't stand them or they can't stand his ass? You know? So I think people just need to mind their own business and move at their own pace. If that lady want to bring kids around day 2 or day 22, let people have their business. Y'all need to just stop judging people and just like dude said earlier, as
Whoa, whoa,
black
wait,
people
wait,
when
baby.
we see
We can't say day 1 or 2 because we need to do like background checks. Make sure he not a child molest. You know the word. Um,
yeah,
we gotta do those type
I
of
get
things.
what you're saying, but
Okay.
I'm not about to judge nobody if they do bring
Yeah,
somebody
no, definitely
around
don't
day
judge
2.
nobody, but
You
I
know,
think
that's
we
not my
should do the proper
business.
research. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all I'm saying. And you so sexy.
Thank you. What's It's Prada.
Prada. It's weird because my estranged husband choked me out, you know, and I went to the DA's office and I told the DA, I said, look, because of course the state picked up the charges, and I said, look, I need him to pay, help me out. I was just going all over the place. And she said, yeah, no, she said, a lot of women come down here and they ask that the case be dropped because they need that guy to help them or that man to help them support them. So, but this is what I say that to say this. He's my estranged husband. He went out and had a baby from this young lady. And what he did was he did her the same way she was pregnant. And he choked her out. But at the end, he ended up killing her and getting a life sentence. And this was just in May. So what bothers me is that I should have went
through the process of,
Because you feel like you
you
would have
know,
saved. You feel like you would have saved her.
yes, yes,
I think you
because
did a
I
good
would
job.
have, he would have been incarcerated doing a life sentence because he was a habit, and another, and then, like I said, he took care of me from prison. So it's like, hey, this dude is the bomb, car note, he was a hustler down there. But I made a mistake. And you know what it was from? Not having self love. And once I developed that self love, it's like no one can come to me with the BS. But I had to. It took me a while. It took me a while, but I had to establish self love, and that was the biggest mistake of my life. But that's all I want to say. I could have probably saved her life. But all
Um,
right, Ari,
I'm sorry.
talk
I'm
to
sure you still. I'm sure I can tell by your voice you still walk around with that weight. But you
you.
just got to know that that's not that burden wasn't your fault, and you got to forgive yourself and move on. Because I can tell in your voice it still bothers you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Y'all take care.